25 toy lines from the 80s. Collectors completely forgot about. Yeah, I'm not going to do too much commentary about this, but I'm just going to tell y'all, remember some of this stuff. Now, this is for the old school collectors. I'm not talking about no modern stuff. This is the old stuff. So where we started at. See if you remember any of this stuff. Most of these I probably will remember. So let's see. Click down. Oh, of course. Brave Star. Of course, I remember that. Only ones I had though was Brave Star and this dude here. Turned him loose on accident, and it took me forever to track him down, and now he's gone. Sort of filmation. These things here worth, in the box, out the box, worth a crap load of money. Silverhawks, of course. They bringing those back. Oh, they brought those. They bringing those back in modern form. They probably bring back Brave Star too. But yeah, yep. I had the leader and the guy with the guitar. Other ones I never could find them. But yeah, I remember the silver. I remember the cartoon too. The Silverhawks and the Brave Star cartoon. Remember all that. See, I never can forget that. Supernaturals. I remember them, but I wasn't really into them that well. Cause I remember seeing these. Actually, I even really wouldn't know the name, but I remember seeing these things with the holograms in the chest and stuff. Yeah, the holograms. But I remember them though. This is on the top of the page. I actually don't remember these star ears. Yeah, no. Look like mix between Transformers and GoBots almost. Let's see. The hell? I don't know about the looking like the bootleg He-Mans. But instead of He-Man, it's She-Ra. Golden Girl and the Guardian Gemstone. Know about that? I'm about trying to be like the what's that girl? Gem in the Hologram. Know about that? Know about the gemstones? Know about that? I don't remember this. Okay, let me see. Let's see. I'll read this part. See, it's a takeoff of She-Ra. Okay, see? The way the figures was made, I was like, okay. See, they had a lot of. Just one thing they had back then. They had a lot of wrestling bootleg figures and a lot of He-Man bootleg figures. I remember all that. Or rip-offs or whatever. Rock Lords, yeah, I remember that. I don't really never had none of those, but I remember those. Those transforming rock dudes. That's number 20. Okay. 19, Air Raiders. Don't remember this at all. Little tiny little figures. Looks like what was that thing called? Mask? When the vehicles could turn into different things. So should remind me of. Oh, Bionic 6. Okay, of course I remember that. Oh boy, I had I had like one or two of these, but I think I had him and somebody else. But yeah, I remember the Bionic 6. Yeah, remember that? I remember the cartoon for it too. Yeah. Bionic 6. Yeah. Captain Power. I don't get no pictures for him except for this, but I remember that too. You had to hook up the like some type of laser game thing to hook it up to the TV, and it was a VCR tape that came with it or something. I remember I had a few of those figures, and they were like almost like the Bionic 6 and like the GI Joes. They're like little small 3-point whatever it was action figures. They were small. But I remember Captain Power had a cartoon. That I don't remember. If he did, I don't know. Number 16. Jason the Wheeled Warriors. I don't remember this. Look like G.I. Joe vehicles almost. No, never heard of them. Used to remember most of this stuff. Visionaries, 15. They're kind of like made like from the similar mold as GI Joes. So was what was that figure called? The Cops and Crooks made like a similar mold. They were a little bit bigger, and these were a little bit bigger than the GI Joes, a little bit. I remember these. I had a few of those guys. I think I had the guy. I think I had these two. So long ago. I remember the guys there. They had the holograms on their chest, like those other, almost like those what that things was called. Ring Raiders. I don't remember this. I'm sorry. That looks like a boring toy right there. I don't know, the helicopter with the ring on your finger. I don't know what is that. Ring Raiders in 14. Power Lords. I don't remember them either. I've seen the blue guy before, but I don't remember these. Okay, I see a little bit. I'll read it. I read this little piece. It looks like a knockoff of He-Man. See, that's what I'm saying. You ain't He-Man now. Stop it. Okay, Sky Commanders. They don't really have a picture. I don't remember this either. It's from the Kenner line. Now, Kenner was big in the 80s and the early 90s. Battle Beasts. I remember those. Never knew what they were called, but that's what they're called, the Battle Beasts. I remember they always have a crap load of these little things. Yeah. Almost like little mutant dudes or something. I remember those perfectly. There was tons and tons of them things everywhere. Oh, I couldn't stand these. The sectors. I remember those too. With the dude with the flying bugs. I don't know about that. They can keep that. Now, if you seen that looking at you and you're half asleep, about like that guy with the spider prank I did. Dude, oh boy, should have jumped out that damn bed. But I remember these. The figures were okay, but those vehicles can stay in the damn store. But the sectors, I remember those perfectly. Boy, what else? 90, number 9. I said 90. Eagle Force looked like bootleg GI Joes or something. I do not remember the Eagle Force. Getting back to the sector, I think they had a cartoon too. I think, with the Eagle Force. I never heard of no Eagle Force. Nope. See, the GI Joe. Like I said, I read like little bits and pieces, but see, it says the GI Joe. Everybody wants to do GI Joe. Oh Lord, this was terrible. The Barnyard Commando. I don't know where they get that stuff from. The pig with a missile pack on its back. How about that? Or whatever the hell that's supposed to be. Yes, that's oh boy, I don't know. Some of this stuff is just I can stay there. And that crap might actually be worth something, but I just never got it. Understood it. The Mad Balls, of course. I might have had one. I don't know. But I remember those. Remember those with the weird looking, the rough looking faces. And I think they brought those back. They brought those back, and those monster head looking things called Boglins. They're bringing all this stuff back. Of course, I remember the Mad Balls. Oh, these were terrible. The Food Fighters. I don't know about hamburger and hot dog, man. I don't know about all this now. Come on now. This was. I remember that perfectly. I can't remember if this had a cartoon or not. It might have. I remember those. I was like, those can stay there. Dino Riders. I got no picture. I remember those too. You have the little dinosaur dudes, or the little dudes with the dinosaurs rather. Yeah. So remember, we had a neighbor. He had damn near every 80s toy back there, just sitting up there. They didn't even hardly mess with the stuff. So I can't remember if Dino Riders had a cartoon. They might have. Oh, of course, remember this, the Muscles. There was 100 of them. Hundreds. And there's, now it's Ultimate Muscle. There's like several of them. Those are the bigger figures, but of course I remember these. Army Ants. They look familiar, but I don't know. It's about them. Army Ants. don't know about them. Stay there. Guts. Looking like it's a little army, man. That's number 2. Who could be number 1? Okay, I'm busy the spiral zone. Should have had cops and crooks on the list. Those figures. I think people still remember those, but those are underrated and popular. Those are worth money too, but yeah, spirals. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, most of that stuff was like a few I didn't remember, but usually I remember most of that stuff. But yeah, they had some weird toys, but the food fighters. I say the food fighters and the that warthog, whatever that was stupid. If you can collect that, I guess that's good for you.